I'm back. Rudrance for our Black and White Network. Well, we're going to talk about Lori Lightfoot. Imagine living in Lori Lightfoot's world. The lack of self-awareness. Wonder what goes on in her head. Do you think it's all rainbows and Liberace and unicorns going around, swirling around up there? I mean, who literally knows what goes on in the mind of a damn radical leftist like the mayor of Chicago? And the reason I bring up what's going on in her head, it's like she's completely oblivious to the utter and complete chaos and destruction that her city is going through right now. Every week, we do a segment on this channel where we look at what happened over the weekend. And this past weekend, 52 shot, 11 murdered, 11 dead. I mean, unbelievable. Children are always involved. And it's some of the ugliest shit you've ever even heard of. It truly is Gotham City without Batman. You've got businesses leaving the city over crime. And so, with that kind of monumental lack of self-awareness by Lori Lightfoot as to what's going on, she has decided to give herself, or at least attempt to at this point, give herself a nice fat raise. Yeah, Lori Lightfoot believes she's doing the kind of job that justifies a raise. I wouldn't give her a plug nickel. Daily Caller, Democratic mayor wants to give herself a pay raise despite city's rampant crime. You can't make this shit up. I guess we're giving raises now for karaoke ads, dancing the cha-cha, and cursing out Clarence Thomas. Repugnant. I mean, truly. Is it Candyman or is it Beetlejuice? If you look in the mirror and say 3 times, you're screwed. I don't know. Either way, I'd rather see either one of those than Lori Lightfoot, I think. Democratic Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot is lobbying for a raise to her already $216,000 salary. Okay, God almighty. According to the Chicago Sun-Times, despite the city's crime problem worsening considerably under her leadership. You can't defund the police in a city like Chicago and not expect disastrous results. The mayor's salary hasn't changed since 2005. Seems to me like it should go down. But Lightfoot's new budget proposal includes an annual salary equivalent to the raise of inflation. Yeah, you Democrats had nothing to do with that, right? Capping it at 5% according to the Chicago Sun-Times. Chicago has seen major crime spikes in several categories, including homicide, under Lightfoot's leadership. A 5% pay raise would add $10,810 to Lightfoot's salary the first year, taking effect January 1, 2024, according to the Chicago Sun-Times. The city treasurer, city clerk, and council members would also get pay raises, though 17 council members have already declined the raise. Good for them. That's at least some kind of self-awareness. Chicago's crime problem has worsened since Lightfoot took office. In January 2019, the city saw a 40% spike in crime from 2021 to 2022. Good God. Including a 56% rise in sexual assault reports, 15% in robberies, 52% in thefts, 132% rise in motor vehicle thefts. Wow. My God. The jump from 2019 to 2020 was even starker, with a 53% murder rate spike from 19 homicides per 100,000 residents to 29, according to Brookings. Several major corporations have announced plans to relocate from Chicago this year amid the crime surge, and while McDonald's hasn't announced any plans to leave, the CEO has been very vocal about public safety issues in the city. Yeah, he can't get people hired to go work in corporate McDonald's. I mean, why would you want to go there and work, for crying out loud? Think about it. There's a general sense that our city is in crisis. He's not wrong. In his September speech, according to the Fox Business, quote, "The fact is there are fewer larger companies headquartered in Chicago this year than last year. There are fewer this month than last month. Truth is, it's more difficult to recruit a new employee to McDonald's to join Chicago than it was in the past. I can only imagine." And guess what? Lightfoot did not bother to respond to comment. Imagine that. I'm sure she's at some kind of festival where she can curse out some more Republicans. Unbelievable. I mean, the unmitigated gall to say, I've been successful. Look at our city. Let me give myself a nice fat raise. 10,000, almost 11,000 a year. A raise. Unbelievable. But look, this stretches out everywhere across Democratic cities everywhere. It stretches to Joe Biden. Completely oblivious. She's not as old as Biden. What's her excuse? Absolutely astonishing. Truly is. And I said I absolutely must make a video on Lori Lightfoot believing she deserves a raise for the job she's done in the city. There is no help coming, by the way. There's not. We've talked about this before. It's a murderer's row, no pun intended, of radical leftist mayor candidates. I mean, it's utterly crazy. It's nuts. Tell me what you think. Black and White Network supporters, Lori Lightfoot believes she deserves more money. All right. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.